Hey everybody, it's Matt from LolKing again here today on the third day of the group stage World Championships. Still here in LA. I'm actually here with NukeDuck from Lemon Dogs. We actually talked to your teammate Dexter on the first day, so now we kind of come around to you. You guys just played TSM, didn't pick up the victory. One of the things that I was kind of curious about anyway, facing Reginald Zed, what was kind of the conversation going on in Champion Select and letting that go through?
Well, we wanted to pick Fizz with Shen, but their last banned Fizz, so it kind of threw us off a bit. We went with Ari, which is also fine, but as we were doing Drake, they went top and dove Shen and got the top tower, so it was like a better trade for them. And after that, I really wanted to get the mid tower, and I didn't communicate like good enough with Dexter, who's playing Elise, to like group up for that mid tower. So I was trying to like take it alone, which was really dumb because they just kept ganking me and I just kept dying. Yeah.
That was kind of the thing that we noticed anyway in the crowd, is like you guys got an early advantage anyway on Shen and Elise picking it. I think it was 2-0 for a little bit anyway. Picked up a couple kills on Odd One, but the thing that I noticed anyway is like, you know, they kept ganking you, and I noticed that Vice seems to do very well against Ari. And do you kind of have any insight to that, or is that like a specifically bad matchup for Ari? Is Vi anyway?
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, we knew they would pick Vi if you would pick Elise, because that's pretty much the two junglers, Odd One and Dexter both plays. So it's good versus Ari. It's pretty much the only jungler that can kill Ari. And that's why we wanted Fizz, because they can't kill Fizz because you can dodge your ultimate. So yeah, it's definitely not a great matchup for Ari.
And especially when you've got something like Zed who's going to be diving you anyway, it's kind of like a lot of damage and CC to deal with.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with, even with the Shen ult. Like once, like I can only escape Vi for that long before he will actually get to me, and as he gets to me, Zed will basically kill me even through a Shen ult. So it was like, should I just hug my tower basically?
It's one of those things that now we've played the kind of first half of all the groups. Yeah. Like everyone in your Group B, you guys are in Group B, I think, or in Group A.
Yeah.
Apologies. You guys have all played each other once, so now we're in the latter half of the group stages where everyone plays the other people again. Yeah. So you guys started off the tournament playing SK Telecom. Yeah. Didn't pick up the win against them, but now you kind of got a little bit of a. You played them once, so you kind of have a little bit of a better feeling. So how do you plan on improving on that?
Well, against SK Telecom next time, we will be blue side, and we will have like a better pick for mid lane, because there are only that many champions that are like really good right now. It's basically like 2 and then maybe Fizz 2. So last time we got kind of outbanned, because we banned Zed, because Elsa would pick it first. Yeah. And then they picked Ari first, and they banned Fizz, so I was kind of forced into like a non-mobile champion, and I just picked the best for the case, but it really didn't work out, as Lee Sin and Ari are just way too mobile and can just kill me anytime. So next game will be blue, and we'll try to get a better mid matchup there, and we'll also learn a bit about rotations from the Koreans.
For those not keeping track, you guys did pick a very kind of non-standard Swain, and that was one of the things that we were sitting here in the back being like, did they just lock in a Swain? But so how did you rationalize that? I guess, like, is that just a personal preference, or does Swain bring something to the table that maybe, you know, someone like Orianna or Karthus, that kind of stuff, maybe not?
Well, yeah, it's kind of the same kind of champion, and all the other champions you just mentioned would also run into the same problem as we run into there, with Lee Sin and Ari just being able to kill you at any time. So it was just that Swain is kind of good versus Ari, but they kept getting advantages because of how mobile they were and how they played together as a team, Lee Sin and Ari. So at one point, like, Ari is too strong for Swain. If they're equally strong, then Swain wins, but if Ari gets a really early DFG, then there's not much Swain can do.
Is Swain ready for kind of more competitive play? Like, would you enjoy seeing him more often? Or was it just kind of like SKT knew how to play around him kind of thing? Or sorry, did they know how to play around him, or was it just like a flawed part of the champion?
Well, it is a flawed part of the champion, like flawed part of every single mid laner that doesn't have mobility. like Riot just created too many champions that has mobility and are really good, so now you can't play the non-mobility ones basically. And yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah. And as we've come to notice anyway, it's Zed who's got a dash, Ari who's got 3 dashes, and then Fizz who's got the ability to become an untargetable, cover a lot of ground, that kind of stuff. So what do you think makes besides that whole thing, the mobility, we're seeing a lot just of instant burst, and to a lesser extent, I guess that still applies to Gragas, but we're not seeing a lot of successful Gragases, I feel. We're seeing way more successful Aris, Zeds, and Fizzes than we are seeing Gragases. So what do you think makes Gragas different in that case?
Well, he's more of a bulky champion, as all the others have 100 till 0 potential, and just having that just pressures the map so much. Like, if a Zed, Ari, or Fizz when it goes missing, or you don't have vision on them, everyone has to be scared, but if a Gragas is missing, it's not that big of a deal. He can't really kill anyone from 100%, and his team fights are not that strong. Like, once people get MR, then he really doesn't do that much damage, because he can only do like that much damage with his ult, and after that it's not that great.
So kind of bringing it back around to the second half of the group stage. You guys are 2-3 right now. Not a positive record, but
we are 1-3.
1-3? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, my math is terrible. That's why I'm in writing and not in math. But the kind of focus now shifts on like learning from the mistakes and that kind of stuff. How are you guys kind of keeping it together morale-wise anyway?
Well, we have a good morale. Like, we are not here to necessarily win. We are just trying our best, and right now it's not going that great, but it's not like our morale is going down at all. We will just try to go into the next games and hopefully do a tiny bit better.
Cool. Do you have any kind of like shoutouts you want to do to sponsors, that kind of stuff, where people can find you on Twitter or something like that?
Yeah, Twitter is Twitter/NukeDuck, and I want to shout out to LemonDogs and SteelSeries.
Thank you so much. If you want to follow us for more of the Worlds coverage that we're doing, you can check us out at twitter.com/LolKing.net. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out the LolKing.net front page, because we got a nice little video carousel showing off all the things that we're doing. If you want to follow me, you can at Matt Demers. But for now, sit back, watch more League, and enjoy the rest of groups. See you.